Alright, so today is back. Today is the normal back day. So, rather than it being lat biased, it's more everything biased. So, first off, we'll start off with single arm pull downs. So, I'd say I got it on a moderate weight, not too heavy. I did a couple feelers with this, and something I have to take into account whenever I'm doing fillers, whether that's like on a day with straps or wraps, on that like specific movement that I, usually have something on for. I have to take into account that when I don't have those things on, that it's gonna feel heavier than when I do have them on. So, I got a good. I probably could have gotten 5 if I went to actual failure without straps. So I did 3. I was like, this is a good weight. So I'll probably get exactly where I want to with the straps, which is like 7. Yeah, 7. So a couple sets here, probably 3 since this is the start of the back day. And then we'll move on to, I believe, high rows next. So first set here, see what happens. Okay, so on so on the second set, I was like, wait, where am I starting from? So on the second set, I did a rest pause because I wanted to see. Well, after the first set, I was like, I'm not sure I like this weight, so I did that rest pause to see how that felt. If it, I felt any better about it. So, and like now I'm still don't like it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go lower and also make the last set a drop set. So so last set I went one notch up. So what was that? 11-pound slider. Yeah, I went from 77 to 66, and then I did the set just normal. Then I did a drop set. So I like that. That was good. But yeah, I should have started from 66 in the beginning. It was. It's not that it was. Well, it's not that it was too heavy or anything. It was just I wasn't getting what I wanted to feel out of it. So yeah, I decided to lower it. I was debating it after the first set. I was like, I want to lower it now, but you know what? We'll see how this feels. So press pause, and after that, I was like, you know what? No, we're lowering it. So anyway, um, on to Hyro. So like I said, this is the no D handle variation. Just just grab it on here and ripping it out. So we'll probably do 2 sets here. I'll be honest, because that's what I'm feeling like. So yeah, but if I need 3, I'll do 3. If anything, well, the only added thing to this would be a rest pause, not a drop set. I mean, sure, I like doing drop sets, but it takes, I don't know. I just don't like drop sets on this. So yeah, I prefer, if I'm doing any sort of like added special kind of thing to this, it's gonna be a rest pause. So yeah, first set here. Let's see how this goes. So I know I did 3, but if you look carefully on the second set, I positioned, well, all I did was I moved my hands higher on the handles because I thought about it. Well, it's not that I thought about it, it's that on the first set, I didn't feel much of a squeeze or anything. So I was like, well, I didn't like that. What the hell? So I moved my hands higher. I did a couple feeler reps. I was like, whoa, that feels pretty good. Because when I first did a couple feeler reps, having my hands lower towards like the, curve of the handle, that felt better for whatever reason when I first did a couple. And then throughout that entire set, it absolutely sucked. So, yeah. So, I mean, me, I'm not going to count that simply because I didn't, exactly give it my all, and it also kind of felt like shit. Well, it's not that it felt like shit, it's that I didn't feel anything. So, yeah. Me personally, I'm not going to count it. So, to me, I only did 2. That rest pause set, though, that was good. That was really nice. But, yeah, on something like that, you just got to go for the squeeze. That's, like, what you really got to pay attention to. Because that's just me, at least. So, yeah. That was really good, though. So, I'm satisfied with that. But, anyway, now, once said we're on a high row. No, we're on the cable rope pullovers. So, probably 2, I'll be honest. This is a good one that tires me out pretty quick and doesn't take too long either. Honestly, if I had like even one movement before this, we'd probably just be doing 1 on here. And honestly, it'd probably be like the last part of the back day too. I thought about it yesterday when I was looking at my back routine. I was like, did I change anything? What can I do? How can I revise this? So, honestly, sometimes the best way to revise it is just going through it and it being like, okay, so, what did I not do? How many sets did I do of this? Blah, blah, blah. Now, at the same time, that can also change lift by lift each time you do it. Because some days you might be feeling stronger, or, it might feel really good that day or something. And other days it might feel shitty, so you might like do 1 more set than, what you have on there. So, I mean, me personally, what I have written down is just like, that's as many sets that I'm going to do. But if I feel like stopping at something, lower, like if I have something written down for 3 and I only do 2, that's perfectly fine with me. So, yeah. But anyway, probably just 2 here, I'll be honest. But there's also a chance we could only end up doing 1. So, yeah. Let's do this, and then we got, well, I have 2 things written down after this, but we might end up only doing 1. So, let's find out what happens. All right. So those 2 sets of, or did I do 3? I don't remember. It took me some time because what was next was single arm cable rows, and then when I was doing them, I was like, wait, this is becoming more of a lat biased back day. So I was like, shit, what can I do instead? So I mean, the very first thing I thought of was just, rotating my arm out more. But I would prefer to just have a bar and do that. Now, honestly, I forgot why I stopped doing what you call lat bar rows. I think it was because I wanted something more lat biased, and then that's why I stopped. Or it was something else. I just don't remember. But anyway, so we got a straight bar. I did have a mag grip one where it was one of the closer. It was a close grip one though, and honestly, it felt pretty good. But I was like, let's try out the straight bar anyway, see how it feels. So tried out the straight bar that we currently have on. I was like, holy shit, this feels great. So because I wanted something more upper back targeting. So my traps and teres major and minor and whatever the hell is, whatever else is up back there. So yeah, because I realized it. It took me a second, but I realized it. I was like, holy shit, this is becoming more of a lat bias back day, and I don't want that. I want something that's, inclusive of everything. I mean, other than lower back, but, lower back excluding lats. Well, excluding the lower lats. So I want something inclusive of everything except for lower back. And by that lower back, I don't mean lower lats. I just mean like what's closer to my spine, basically. I forgot what it's called. That's why I'm not saying it, because I forgot what it's called. So anyway, there's a chance, because it did take me like 5-ish minutes to set this up and figure out what I was doing. So there's a chance we might do hop on the hammer strength throw and do some more rows, but it would probably only be 1 set. But I'm still feeling good, so yeah. I'm gonna show up now so we can get through this as quickly as possible. So a couple sets here, probably just 2, because when I was doing the filler reps, they felt pretty good. So I think 2 is gonna be honestly perfectly fine. So we might actually, well, no, see, with this, I don't like ego lifting it at the end, because it starts to hit my lower back, because when I, lengthen all the way out, the second I get to like right here, I can just feel it too. I can feel like my lower back starting to tighten up. So yeah, that's why I don't like, I think that's why I stopped doing lat bar rows, was because whenever I would go to like really just straight up move the weight, my lower back would start to get hit, and instead of a pump, it would be like more, I don't know, just like kind of hurt. It was like, it was the same kind of feeling as the pump, but not in a good way. So but yeah, so with this, if there's anything special, it's gonna be a drop set rather than anything else. So, which is honestly probably what we're gonna do. So, enough talking. Been talking for. Oh no, I can't see the time from here. My camera's too far away. So, yeah, let's do 2-ish sets here, maybe even 1. That's on how good this feels. Honestly, if we only end up doing 1, then I'll just do a drop set right there. So, yeah, enough talking. Let's get to work. Alright, so, like I said, um, before, well, before I did those sets over there of the straight bar pull down, straight bar, almost said pull over. Holy shit. Straight bar row. How I was talking about my lower back. Now I remember, that's exactly why I stopped. And it's not even, what the ow, that hurts. It's not even the fact that, well, I mean, sure, when I ego it, it activates my lower back, but just doing it also hits my lower back. I don't like it. I just don't like it. So, my plan, I have a new plan. So, well, I'm debating on this last part of it, but this part is non-debatable. So, what we're doing, instead of the inside grip, which is what I usually do, and I love this thing, especially the inside grip because it feels absolutely amazing. We're switching it up. So what we're gonna do is out here, and I did a couple feeler reps. I was like, holy shit, this feels great, and doesn't bother or hit my lower back. So I'm like, all right, great. This is now the alternative to that. And then the last part is what I'm gonna do is so I'm gonna replace that. I'm gonna replace. Well, I currently have single arm cable row written down in my routine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move that down one. I'm gonna put this in its place. Oh, actually, so all I actually have to do, come to think of it now, is after the single arm cable row, I have hammer strength row uh, written down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip flop them. Now, the thing I'm debating on is either doing a closed grip row, or if I should just keep it single arm. That's what I'm debating about. Now, I have to do a couple of feeler reps to really like solidify that decision, but I don't think I'm going to do it today. Well, I don't think I'm going to do it now. Probably after the pose down, if anything. So, but yeah, so what we're about to do is just right here, probably a quick set or two. But yeah, if anything, it's just going to be one set. I'm going to be real honest. So, but if I feel like I need something else, then what we'll do is we'll actually go test out the difference between, because there are two handles I'm looking at. One's a mag grip, mag closed grip handle, and I've never used one of those before, but when I was figuring out what I wanted to do for that row over there before I chose that straight bar, that was one of the ones I tried out. It honestly felt pretty good. So I'm looking at that one again, and then there are two other closed grip ones that I'm gonna try out. One of them is just like straight up and down. The other one is at an angle. So got some stuff to try out. In case I feel like I need something else after this. But honestly, this will just be the last thing. Because I'll admit, today was actually pretty good. The only thing I wish different was I went that tad bit lighter on the single arm pull downs, but they still felt good. So I'm still satisfied with whatever we end up getting today. So yeah, probably just one set here. So see what happens. All right, just need to move this a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. So today it's actually really good. I'm still going to still gonna test out that last movement in case I need it. Well, in case I ever need it. But I mean, I know I like the single arm cable rows, but I just want to compare it to those that other movement, but with those different handles. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is figure out which attachment slash handle I like best, and then whichever is the winner of that will I'll compare that to the single arm cable rows. So if I like single arm cable rows better than whatever better than whatever attachment I feel like using, then we'll just keep that in, and we'll just keep that as a backup movement. So yeah, but let's get to posing before the wonderful back pump that I currently have disappears. me, everything looks, you know, equally pumped as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'd say everything looks equally puffed out a little bit, so that's cool. What should we do first? Lat spread or front double by? You know what? We'll go in like a reverse order, so to speak. So, because to me, back double by works the best on a back day. I save that for last. So what we'll do is we'll go front double by, front lat spread, rear lat spread, back double by, and then since I like to do accessory or added poses just at the end because I like to do the important stuff first, get everything else, just do everything else last. So and then at the very last pose is going to be the I've heard it called the 3/4 pose, but also I mean I know it as the Arnold pose. Yeah, very last pose is going to be the Arnold pose per usual. So front double by first. That did not work in my favor. Hold on. There's always something. There's always something, and I'm still working on like getting used to it or like figuring out how this works because it's really interesting. But it's like whenever I breathe in for a pose, there's this I don't know. I'm still figuring out like what specifically it is that I do to make it work. But I don't know, it's just weird. But there's this one thing that I have to do. It's like I feel like I'm doing it sometimes. And then it's like I almost, pass out. And other times it's like I get it and then I'm perfectly fine. It makes no sense. So give me a second to think I figured it out. It's really weird though, but at least whenever I go for a one double by, what I have to do first is make sure first I have to rotate my pelvis in and then I have to flex my abs basically as far as I can. And I don't know why, but what I think it does is it takes away from like all the blood going to my brain from me holding my breath and it goes down here. And then that way I'm able to rotate my pelvis back out so that way I can look wider. Because I mean here, like you see how that makes me look, less wide. The only way I'm able to get that wider look is to do that. Obviously not that way pronounced, but I probably can't even hear me. All right. During what was it I did? I think it was after the front double buy. Either that or the lat spread, where basically white right here in the eye of my back. That's what I like to call it. But right there, it got hit hard today. I can tell you that because it's already sore. It's already pissed off at me. So that's cool. And what hits that is cable rope pullovers. So that's why I like doing them, because in my experience, nothing else hits that part of my back like those do. So that's why I love doing them. But anyway, I have no clue how that rear lat spread and rear double bi, back double bi, whatever. I have no clue how they looked, but I hope they look good. Either way, I mean, I'm gonna check it out in a few seconds anyway. So, but overall, it was really good. Yeah, I'm very satisfied with how everything turned out. Everything moved pretty well. Yeah, looks like I still don't like lat bar or straight bar cable rows. So that tells me something. But yeah, next normal back day, if I remember, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I choose, or well, what I chose. Whether that was single arm cable rows, which I won't be surprised if I keep them in, but I'll let you know if I choose that or some sort of one of the closed grip cable rows. But either way, today was great. So plan now, get some pictures, because still feels pretty good. And honestly, I thought the lat pump out of the entire back pump would have been diminished by now, but no, not at all. Still feels pretty good. So yeah, get some pictures. And I've been fiending. I have been absolute fiending for 6 sausage egg McMuffins from McDonald's. So now that we finally ended the lift before 10:30, which is when they stopped serving breakfast, finally go get some. Because it's been I want to say it's almost been a month. It's either been a month or almost been a month since I've had them. But anyway, those things are good. Those things are good. I remember when I was still working out at First Health, there was a time where I would get those. It was actually, this was still during the summer too. I remember that because I was basically going every day after the morning lift and getting some. And from all those carbs, I literally looked like a meatball. I'm so serious. I was like, holy shit, I'd turn into a little freaking meatball. Oh man, it's funny. But, if someone actually kept up on their food, that meatball status would actually stay. But, you know, we all slack on stuff sometimes, but I just need to whip my ass into shape and actually stay on my food tracking. Now you might be wondering, why don't I use macro tracker, calorie tracker, whatever? That's because, like, if you make something right, I don't know like everything that's in it. So, and I actually used to use one, and then I ran into that problem of like whenever my mom would make food, I wouldn't know like how much of a serving was what. So I stopped using it because didn't have any way to track that, and getting down to like the nitty gritty of how much everything was and all that would be a pain in the ass. It would be a real pain in the ass to figure all that out. So, but I was listening to a couple of Sam videos, and he mentioned this one thing where it somehow figures it out for you. So there's a chance I might actually try it out. So, well, there's not a chance, honestly. Well, it depends on if I remember to check it out or not. So, yeah, but go home. Sorry, no, plan now. Get some pictures. Go to McDonald's. Go home. Shower. Go into a movie. In like 2-ish hours, maybe something like that. So, then after that, homework and just eat. That's about it. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for legs and the alternative leg day as well. So that'll be fun. But yeah, update on this situation. We'll see how it feels. Not this up and coming leg day, but the leg day after next. So next normal leg day, we'll see how it feels. If it still hurts just doing a simple body weight squat, then we'll do the hack squat again for our pressing movement. I'm not gonna lie, that felt really good, and I'm very tempted to do it again. I felt really good though. Honestly, I'll be honest. If I ever stop doing like sissy squats, that's what I'll probably do instead. Is that it's a good idea. Or on the alternative leg day, I could put that in because I have that one leg press that's right out here. I have that in there, so I actually could just switch that out. Ooh, I just got a really good idea. Anyway, I'll see you. Well, I guess you'll find out tomorrow if I actually end up doing that or not. We'll see. So, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Wait, what's tomorrow? Monday? Fuck. I have school. That's why I said fuck. Not even the fact that, I have to get up in the morning and go work out. If anything, that's like one of the best parts of my day. So, well, that is going to be the best part of my day because I still can't go to wrestling because this fucking thing. So, it pisses me off. And apparently, it's not like a rib issue. It's more of like I possibly like partially tore a muscle or something, like my intercostal right here or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. For real this time. I'll see you tomorrow for the normal leg day.